So we can maybe have a little fun here. We got a good topic, huh? Have you seen my zombie? All right, let's just give it 1 second here to click on. I got the chat off. Okay. Let's see. Just give me 1 second. There we go. I think it's on now. Yep. I'm just trying different things out because I'm not real techie here. So let's see what we got. Ooh, making lots of noise. I have to try it while it's live. Okay, so have you seen my zombie? There he is. There's my zombie. I used to do this for concerts all the time and show them my zombies. Isn't that a cute shirt? Have you seen my zombie? And instead of that, now it's this. Boy, we've come a long way from boobies to zombies, huh? Okay, so what I wanted to talk about was a little bit about zombies. On a certain timeline, we were supposed to have zombies. So those movies are actually for real. On a certain timeline, a lot of different things were supposed to transpire. Now, some of you know about this and some of you don't. So I don't want to really get into a lot of this. Astro had me remember nothing except for this conversation. Okay? So everything else was blank. They didn't have me remember it for today. But they wanted me to explain about zombies because I like zombies. I like the movies. But we're not on that timeline, and I will never be on that timeline. But at one point in my life, I was on that timeline. Now, we also have NPCs which are non-player characters. And if you don't know what those are, there's your assignment. Dig into that and find out what non-player characters are. And then we also have clones. Now, NPCs are here among us everywhere. They're kind of, the best way I can describe it is they're a human robot. They're not really a robot inside. They really are flesh here, you know, but non-player characters are very programmed. MK Ultra. I just want you to check into it yourself because I'm not an expert at non-player characters. I just know that I am not one. Okay, now we also have clones, which clones, I want you to check out my regression because in my regression, she, my higher self, and I, because it's not the person talking, it was the higher self. So when you watch my regression under the video tab, there's only one video under the video tab. I had 8 clones that I had to disconnect from, but they said my DNA was safe in a lab. So you can check that out because again, I'm not an expert at clones. In the astral world, I may be, but I am not in the physical. In the physical, I am really one of them people that don't know a whole lot. So it's kind of easy to talk to me because I don't know a whole lot about any of this stuff, okay? I'm here to take care of the animals, and I was here on a 30-year mission to help my mission partner and become sober and advance in all my karma area. So I had to do Alcoholics Anonymous for 30 years. I had to teach people. I had to clear up my karmic slate. I had to help my mission partner with his leveling up. It was a whole different mission. It wasn't about learning the questions on Jeopardy. Today I watched Jeopardy and I still know very little of the questions and answers. So, okay, so enough about me. Please watch my regression though if you haven't under the video tab. It's very, very deep. And I comment on it a lot because that's my higher self talking. And you can't do this work without connecting with your higher self. You can't do it. You just stay, I don't want to say like a zombie or an NPC or a clone, but I want you guys to check out what zombies, NPCs, and clones are from the world standards or the Webster Dictionary standard or the Britannica Encyclopedia standard, because I'm all astro and it's hard to talk. That's why teaching AA was easy, because we had 2 books that we used, the Alcoholics Anonymous book and the 12 Steps and 12 Traditions. And once you learn a book or read a book or study a book every single day, it's a lot easier to teach it. And you add that with your own experience, because it's all about experience, strength, and hope in AA. And it's a wonderful program. It's the only program in the Matrix that I would suggest on this whole planet. But I'm out of there now, but I reference it a lot because I was in it for 30 years. Okay, now we did another shorts, another Heaven song by Bryan Adams. And out of the 2 songs, my favorite would be Warrant, but I love them both. And Heaven is on its way. Your twin flame is on its way. I told you that some of you may have to wait if you don't get them right away here soon, because this next phase, we're going into a certain assignment where you may have a mission partner instead of a twin flame, but something's on the way. And I don't believe you're going to have to do it alone, is what I was told last night. But some of you may. Some of you are just too powerful and you need to do it alone because other people just mess you up. It's just the way it is, okay? So don't fight this. Just go with the flow. Now, I'm pretty chatty for not having Astro have me remember anything, but I really need you guys to look up them 3 words if you don't know what they are, because we're not on that timeline anymore, but it's really important that you know what's around you, because this is where they want you to fall back into, and this is also what you've been dealing with for a lot of years. Okay, so we've got the Hermit. You can check out my latest shorts. I have 2 last shorts on Bryan Adams' Warrant Heaven. We want to go within, and that's why I said the Hermit card is the overall energy. We want to go within right now and ask the universe to bring in that mission partner, bring in that soulmate or twin flame, or give us the strength to do it alone, right? We've got all these different options. It's like a 7 of Cups energy. And we just want to stay focused on the day, the moment, the hour. Do your homework. Sit around. If it's nice outside, spend more time outdoors, is what one of the cards said. But the Hermit is the overall energy. And we also got St. Michael's Sword of Truth on the other deck, which was the 2 decks I'm going to use here. Okay, So St. Michael's Sword of Truth is, I want you guys to get the truth. Now, why couldn't I just tell you my opinion or my definition of them three? Because that's all it is my opinion. You know, even when you fact check things and even when you look things up, can you really believe everything you see on the internet? Can you really believe what the Matrix is telling you? Because it's still run by the Matrix, right? So this fact checking, yeah, I get it, but I'm past that. So I believe more in astro than I do in fact checking. So when I say something to you, you may not be able to fact check it. It may be something that I'm bringing from astro in because I'm an astro channeler. So I have a little, you know, about this fact checking. It's okay to fact check certain things. Sure, like I fact checked a song, right? The most 5 popular songs from this band. Who's the lead singer of this band? How do you make the best gelatin? You know, things like that. The LED lights, you know, what's better, a LED light or a regular light? You know, we can fact check a lot of things. You're right. I use Google a lot. But when it comes to the stuff I talk about, you know, I don't think you're going to find it in Google. But you are going to be able to Google St. Michael's Sword of Truth, zombies, hermits, clones, okay, zombies, NPCs. That's what this all is about. This energy right now is awareness, because I also am getting the feeling that you got another test coming, and I know you don't want to hear that, but I really do feel the two energies fighting. That false one that I said was a magician, an illusionist, things aren't what they seem. They want to trick you into a wrong job, a wrong path, a wrong soulmate type of thing, energy. And then I've got the real. It's like the real and the fake are fighting in astro to get you in physical. And the only thing I can tell you is your intuition and that going within. That's why I think we got the Hermit card and St. Michael's Sword of Truth. Because you're going to be able to tell. You're going to be able to tell who's the zombie. Okay, now on this deck, on the bottom of the deck, we had Karmic Trolls. And the only thing they're telling me there is that somebody on the computer that's trolling you is going to make you go within and find out the truth. And I heard that very clearly yesterday when I seen this card. So somebody on the internet that's trolling you, that you may think is just nonsense or a bully or an enemy, that person's really telling you some truth, and they want you to heed it. Just like when I tell you to do your homework, they want you to heed it. Okay, I talked a lot there for not remembering nothing from Astro last night. Okay. I do know we're back in class. That I do know. Okay, let's just see what they want to tell you here. Yeah, monitoring spirits, okay? Now, you see this picture? I've got my hoodie on. Got my hoodie shirt on, right? We've got spy energy and target on your back. So, again, it's that karmic troll energy that I said. Somebody that's spying on you, trolling you, actually has something to tell you that's you need to look into. Now that's different than normal. Normally we say, oh, ignore that person, just delete it, block it. But if it's triggering something in you, check it out. Okay? I just heard somebody tells you your mama's a bullfrog. Well, check out and see if she really is. Now that was funny, wasn't it? Okay, so underneath the Hermit, we've got the Queen of Wands. So they want you to use your creative power and go within. Okay, we're going to go ahead and flip this around so we can see the cards better. So we've got the Queen of Wands and the Hermit. And then we have, they're handing you that cup of creativity. Your hands are crossed, so we got to uncross them. We got to get busy, do some action. Four of Cups. They're handing you that cup. That's your higher self. And you need to just balance it out. Two of Pentacles. Balance out what they're giving you. Have strength. That's an 8 card. And then we're going right into the putting it into action. You saw the Queen, right? Putting it into action. You see the Magician and the 8 of Cups. So everything I just said, I was talking about the Magician. One is coming in as an illusionist, and one's coming in with the real cup. There's the infinity sign again. I'm drawn to it with the Strength card's got the infinity sign. Look at that. And the Two of Pentacles has the infinity sign. So Two of Pentacles, the Strength card. I also said something about an 8 card, didn't I? Let's move these over here. Okay, let's start over. We had the Hermit going within with St. Michael's Sword of Truth. We had the Queen of Wands, use your creativity. They're trying to hand you a cup. You got to get your arms unfolded. 4 of Cups. The Knight of Wands. That's action. That's putting, the Queen is telling the Knight to get busy. And I'm drawn to, in the back here, we got the pyramids. And I talked about the pyramid power yesterday, in the yesterday's reading about the pyramids. So now it's action time. Boots on the ground, I'm hearing. Boots on the ground. Okay, then back to the Magician and the Ace of Cups here. Okay, so again, that 2 powers coming in. One's acting like a magician, and one's acting with real love. And you have to use your Hermit energy and see which is real. Yep, and here's the love potion. Okay, now this makes total sense because a magician would use love potion. He has a dangerous obsession for you, lustful thoughts, and manipulating romance with sex, right? The Ace of Cups has that real love. So we want to go with the real. Page of Pattern, which is the Page of Pentacles. And we had target on your back. Now we have target on your front too. So he's really spying. This magician, whoever it is coming through real powerful. They're very obsessed. But you're going to know the difference because this one is real. Have strength and balance. Okay. And then we've got, don't listen to the minions. That's my 5 of Cups card. I love this cup. You see how she's walking away with her hand there saying, bye-bye, minions. And then we have the Smoking Gun card, the 7 of Pentacles. So you will have victory. Yep, if you use your intuition and keep balanced. So it just came full circle back. Have to use your intuition, the High Priestess, and keep balance. There's the infinity again. I'm also drawn to the military. clothes. Military is the only way. That should be coming in soon to this picture. So even though that was a side note, if you know, you know. Okay, you guys, that was an awesome reading. I'm going to go ahead and flip this back around. And we'll just pull a couple cards here yet to wrap this up. Okay, this card wants to come out. Transformation, the Death card. Okay. We're ending something and going into something new, and I just said that. That's why I said if that person doesn't come in, you might have to do this yourself. And Karmic Troll came back. So with the Balance card coming back, the High Priestess coming out, and the Karmic Trolls coming back, that's very significant, again, as what I told you. Someone is going to reveal something to you that you think is nonsense. Oh, it's just from a troll, don't worry about it. But if you check into it, you're going to find out that it's right. And it's going to help you. So there's them two powers. I can feel them. They're fighting for you. Don't fall back onto those other timelines. And I think the other reason why you're getting that homework assignment is because I think this false person is an NPC or a clone. Yeah, and or a zombie, right? Okay, one of them three. And I think that's why you're getting it. And then the Ace of Swords just popped out again. St. Michael's Sword of Truth twice. And the Destiny card. And you have everything you need. There's the Queen of Pentacles. You just got to finish this. The Nine of Wands. You see how he's holding that stick? Look what the next card is. He's slamming that baby right in the ground. And Queen of Swords. I could go on and on. This is such a good reading. Queen of Swords. And the last card is Wild, so that will end it. Because the Wild card, oh, right back to Death again. So, and High Priestess. Look at this. It just kept repeating itself. High Priestess and Death after the Wild card. So you definitely got the message. The truth is coming out. Do your homework. Use your intuition. Keep balanced. Know the difference between an NPC, a clone, and a zombie. I am Miss Mystic, and I want to show you my zombie again. I want to show you my zombie. There he is. Okay, you guys. I am Miss Mystic. Thank you for listening.